Welcome, everyone. Really excited to have a very good friend who I've had the pleasure to work with previously, Mark Stockham. We're excited that we're going to record a series of discussions on video that we're going to run through some very pressing and interesting topics within the tech landscape. So before we progress any further, Mark, I'd like you to maybe just introduce yourself, tell everyone a bit about how we've met and a little bit about your history as well.
Okay, thanks, Stephen, and yeah, good to be online with you. So we met a couple of years back when I believe you were facilitating some CX level discussions, doing some roundtables talking about resilience, cyber resilience, and you also had me up on stage in a comfy chair doing a keynote discussion again about overall resilience in business and technology, and with a bit of a slew on cyber there. So met you a couple of years back. We've worked on those projects a couple of times. At the time, I was working as a product solution director, so essentially working between product management and field teams and customers, making sure that our customer base were adequately protected against cyber attacks and being able to recover from a good known copy of their data should the worst occur.
Brilliant. Yeah, I remember those, and you look very good on stage as well, Mark. And I was impressed also about the depth of knowledge, because I know you've seen a couple of tech landscape shifts. I mean, previous we're talking about AI now. I know in the sort of the late noughties, it was cloud, the shift to cloud, and you've been, I think, in some shifts before then as well.
Absolutely. So, as you say, most recently, we've obviously got artificial intelligence, machine learning, analytics-based approaches. That's current, very hot topics at the moment. I think we're going to talk about those in a further segment. Prior to that, yeah, we've got things like container-based solutions. Spent a lot of time with containers, the clouds, the various different hyperscalers, how you might adopt them, things to look out for, the way in which we can and in some cases can't use them, some of those trip hazards, if you like, that we might get. I spent a lot of time with customers in my past few roles talking about hidden costs and understanding your applications, understanding what you're putting in the cloud. Comes back to things like data categorization, also comes back to things like data sovereignty. There are many topics that we could focus on. I don't think we've got time for all of them, but yeah, it's certainly an interesting space. Going further back, I used to work for a little company called VMware. The virtualization and the to and fro of cloud conversation there, quite interesting. I think we'll probably touch on some of that a little bit later on.
That's great. Excellent. Yeah. So just to give everyone a little bit of a run through, in this small series of videos, we're going to be looking at things like tech trends and impacts on growth for 2025, areas around optimizing growth and operational excellence. We'll have a bit of a focus and slant on some of the ecosystem partners like managed service providers. We're looking at technical excellence meeting growth strategy, future-proofing technological choices, certainly things about the role of AI in scaling operations, and then things around positioning for long-term success. So I'm sure you'll agree that Mark's really well positioned to give some valuable insights. So we look forward to seeing you on some subsequent videos as we progress in the series, and we'll see you on the next one.
See you on the next one. Thanks, Stephen.